Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Zani Signs Up. Make some space in space. Exactly what they did. How many billion years old is the Earth? Must be information passed down through multiple generations. When that nerdy Superman fan stated, Earth is the smoothest cue ball ever in creation, does that not explain amazing proportions? And this fact, in fact, was mentioned 1400 years ago, though people love to take credit. Whereas I stay humble in my realm of little limited knowledge. If I were to go through all these rational claims these experts make on so and so, I would never get any sleep and be wasting away the day whilst also night. Receiving funding for how coffee is bad one day, then it's how coffee being good. Twiddling their thumbs and waiting for something to become apparent so they can then, quote, discover. Ironically, these know-it-alls talk like they are bigger than their creator, when they were once small as actually cannot even tell. Because all it took was one small soldier. An actual amazing film, by the way. Go Team Flash Gorgonite. Science is indeed just hypothesis until proven true. So in essence, it does not have any grounds in fact nor foundation, just random statements prior to being proven with experiments. How is that for those that believe that science is their chosen way of life? I like how you point out and tell me about using big words in order to sound clever, just because they fit into your clique or cliche box of glasses wearing intelligent demographic. Knowledge is intelligence. When applied, it is power. These intellectuals debate with a belittling demeanor, unsettling that the audience would be like, wow, he sure got you there. Did he hell? I have explained countless shit in numerous ways, but it's subtle, and often in layman terms. Those people don't care for the truth, it's only for drama or excitement. Unless it be packaged in some irrespective way to diminish something else in terms of its value. I'd rather not destroy to build, unlike those of world colonial powers. That's counterintuitive and totally stupid. Now, are they suggesting we should try moving the sun? Good luck. Put your back into it. What other breakthroughs have they found? DNA, which is short for deoxyribonucleic acid, which looks like a crazy edited timeline. Insanity. I mean, really. To think every individual has this level of sophistication regarding their internal programming. Science cannot claim that. Bang. Was that big enough? The devil be up in the details, but it doesn't mean he made it. So sweat the small stuff, which on its own is indeed incredible. They realize that clouds as fluffy as pillows are actually like ships sailing because they can carry a load. I mean, how can something virtually weightless store like Tupperware containers? Crazy, ain't it? And for it to be suspended in the skyline without gravity affecting it takes power, like that of lifting a rock without effort. Speaking of which, these are my definitive statements. Actually, that statement was for gravitas, as it brings down for the whole crowd. Where did Jimmy learn about things falling? Duh, when things fell. To answer the question, space in space. No, it is full as far as we can see. It is covered with a blanket of darkness. Scary to think of darkness as an object, eh? Is not the sky but a flawless canopy over our heads and building structures? This is what I don't understand with cloud seed farming. Surely you should let nature determine what land has fertility, but hey, conspiracies are another episode altogether. Which, in case I forget, I will need to be hella logical in my approach to be conclusive. Another scientific discovery is that the planets orbit the sun rather than having their own swimming pool. I wonder who went up there to check. You would have to watch for a few decades like a tennis umpire to arrive at that conclusion. It was a lucky strike cigarette. Planets slowly rotating on their axes. How did they figure that one out? Maybe with shadows tilting? Or Michael Jackson doing the lean? I agree, we have become more knowledgeable than prior generation, but it is still vastly handicapped and exhausted. We are only let on to know about a few subject matters. A clear example would be the mysteries of the ocean and the sea. There are still plenty. Not the kitchen roll, that would not suffice. People say they believe solely in science and it being over religion. Yet again, it is only hypothesis, conjecture, until proven correct. The best way to conduct scientific experiments is ideally observation, more so than actual practice, which just goes to show how much of our influence in the matter is insignificant, meaning we do not matter except that we are some matter which can also not matter entirely. Still an incredible creation nonetheless. Way too many moving parts in animate beings for it to be coincidence, let alone which was mentioned between the lines of that sentence. What about the speed of sound? Like when you see an aeroplane, only after you witness the sound, almost like it was lagging behind. Sound is faster, but they say light is. planets. These hot sunny rays which beam take so long to get here. Like postal service, 4 to 5 business years. Who's been counting? Maybe the first human on Earth was waiting around for his heating blanket to arrive. God, only needing to say a word for something to occur surely means that sound is the winner. But my often targeted gaming demographic don't believe in much. So, never such. I am not arguing in order to win. I am speaking in order to state a clear inscription. Imagine how many words are inspired by words. More so than when someone looks at a painted painting. Even if it's a painted painting of a word. Liquid, solid, and gases. But metal can be a liquid as well as a solid. What about gas? Too many properties for too many elements. It is far too complicated to comprehend anything specific. What nonsense do they constantly claim? Talking as though they know everything. 1 year, coffee is good. Next year, it is bad. Funded for twiddling thumbs going round and round. Don't get me started on space stations or research observation positions. They are paid to wait around in order to spot an asteroid. To be like, oh, look over there, there's an asteroid. Great, what are they gonna do about it? Nothing. Orbital weapons that shoot lasers, pew pew pew, might solve it. But damn, if those big hungry dinosaurs couldn't stop destruction, so they say. What chance does a man have when the inevitability arrives? I don't know whether dinosaurs were real. They'd be watching too much Jurassic Park. So they found the big bones and then placed them in accordance to their vivid imagination. Hey, if you piece anything together to resemble, well, you could. It's like imagining something in the clouds, purely coincidental. Science has proved nothing true except what already is. So I contest standing corrected. All those condescending cretins that look down on those who hold a belief system. If they have the looks with the brains, they are not often mean-spirited, but most of the supposed intelligent people are ugly in more than one way, so they use their big ballpoint words to put down others and feel better about themselves. Making something seem stupid is far from the reality. And if you convince fools of sheep in an audience that you are trued, your held standpoint will be more favored regardless of its authenticity or odd accuracy. You've seen those post-it notes behind me. They say something simple. Doubt you can read it from here, so I will just tell you what one of them says. If there is so much water, why are people still thirsty? Good question, no? No such thing as a silly question, after all. The Industrial Revolution has created ways to mass package and distribute goods. Yet most of the water we consume is recycled by being chemically infused to infinity and beyond, so past its prime. There are good uses for science, but to bottle up naturally occurring springs, then sell for personal excessive profit like it was from your own effort. This endeavor is nothing other than selfish. These rant commentary pieces are to place talking points into ideal perspectives on basic scenarios. And with life being life, there will always be more of an answer to that of a reasonable question. At this juncture, we must depart. Did he go to the moon? I think not. Thank you very much for listening, and be sure to tune in for another episode of Sunny Signs Up.